Hmm. I hope I clicked the right button. Music. Always hard to start streaming again. But anyways, I'm really sleepy, so what stream mayhaps? Start remembering to set up things. I was afraid of using this thing. Like, what if I click face? You see my Google Flush. Anyways, plan today is draw a cake. I went outside. You know, unbelievable. Which is why I was not streaming for a while. I'm trying to socialize, hang out with people, do normal people things. Um, and I'm always indecisive about the perspective of things. I literally have a reference and I'm just like looking down and not looking at the reference. My stream elements not spoken, so I'm like, maybe I'm not starting a stream. Maybe I'm just talking to myself. But you know, I do that anyway, so that's fine. At least I'm practicing. This triangle looks terrible. I want to say demented, but it's a bad name. Demented things. It's a slightly top-down view, like one does a layer of cakes. I show the picture on stream, except oh no, I think there's like a small text that shows where it is. Bakery. I think it's a chain store, but you know I'm not gonna risk it over a cake that might not be a cake. I'm doing this wrong. Why the spacing messed up? I'm gonna draw something simple. A cake. But not a person's face, so I could focus on like other things, color and stuff, rather than getting things right. But you know, as always, I struggle with everything, so traveled a bit. I saw really nice arts because I like to go to museums, and was with looking at. Well, I don't know. My English is funky. As with, what am I saying? Anyways, I'm just trying to say, you, I look at good art, simultaneously feel inspired to study more, but also I feel like slightly discouraged because it's like it will never be this good. It feels bad, man. That's okay. I'm not in it to be good. I'm in it to have fun. Maybe I'll simplify this shape. Oh, please. I've also been messing with brushes. Changed brushes yet again, as is tradition. Find a more textured brush. I had better taper than my other texture brushes. So, just went through all the default Procreate brushes. Found one that had good, that felt nice, and then just changed the texture. I am so slow. Oh. Wondering if I should bother making this play as detailed. It could be. No, why draw many detail if no detail to trick? One of those like fancy silver platter things. My Streamlabs elements still not spoken to me. Emptiness. And stream elements has forgotten how to stream. So it's possible I got to update something. Every time I like come back for a while, it's just like everything's broken. Why is technology like this, man? This like weird crackpot theory that there's like two thoughts in my brain. I'm trying to like connect them. One is things don't last as long as they do. The other is like the impermanence of life that technology has made us comfortable with. I don't know if those two things are probably not connected, but you know, maybe they're all symptoms of a deeper trend. Anyways, cake. You call it cake. Oh, the cake also has a bunch of fancy stuff on top, like a little swirly. The swirl has like text on it. This wall is covered by this like block. I don't want to write on the block because I can't read what it says. Ambiguous swirly thing. This is how swirlies work. I just can't see the whole swirl. Can't see it? You just make it up. Easy. That looks wrong. You have it? You Genshin for skewing me as always. This is so funky. Why am I spending? I was supposed to be coloring. This is why my coloring studies also lie. Saw a lot of Van Goghs on my trip. I was like trying to stay up more closely. There's something here and a lot of impressionists at that time, French impressionists. Well, he's not French, but he's studied in Paris. They did a lot of this thing where they didn't mix colors. They just used the colors that you'd normally mix, but just put them together near each other. So like your eyes would visually mix them, even though they're not actually mixed. Just wondering if that would work. Digital society where color mixing is just one of the hardest things for me, at least. It's like red and green don't mix. Red and green, I actually don't know what they look like in real life. I should have said red and yellow. Don't make orange. In digital, or they kinda do, but drawing this cream is harder than drawing layers of clothing. You know what? Whatever. It's close enough. It is like a strawberry. Oh, this is a blueberry. Blueberry is strangely cute. I'll soften this edge. Big. Wonder if I should put a spoon. It's so distracted. So fork. The claw, chicken claw. You know what? Who needs? Or we can eat with our hands and be cavemen. an easier shape to work with. Mm. Ground. I want to change the background color, but when I do it, it messes up color study. Colors look different in different contexts. Oh well, it's fine. Fine. Leave it like this. Cake is actually whitish, but we can get fake white. Oh, cake, yes, hello, oh, a donut. Dessert party in here. What are you doing? You like cake? I don't know if cake would be my dessert of choice. Not bad, but not really my favorite. Not mine either. Frosting's too much sweets for me. Yeah, I feel similarly. Got this cake because a friend really wanted cake, and I was like, okay. Split with them, but definitely on the sweet side for me. It seems slightly off to me, I think. Mm. Neon. Duplicate this layer. I don't know how to do color studies. That looks funky. Let's not do that. Backspace, backspace. Give me the best sweet would be a simple sugar cookie. Oh, interesting. I'm not a sugar cookie person either. What my favorite dessert would be, like sweet. I consider myself a dessert fan, but I feel like maybe I'm getting old or something, but I haven't liked desserts as much as I used to. Self-preservation for avoiding diabetes in my future, I guess. I also think that, like, is some sort of sugar I don't like as much. That is becoming more and more common, so slowly not liking sweets as much. But I used to really like cheesecake. It can be good. Not sure what else. Oh, I used to really like brownies. I think that's just because I like chocolate. Like debating if I just you know what? Screw it, just mocha layers. It's just a study. It's not perfect. Who cares? Yes. No. Which I can't name layers. Layu. OG. But Layu. Guess I'm doing this changes because I need this to be strawberry. It's more about sweets. I've lived most of my life in the States, but I think there's something about sweets in the US in particular that I don't really like. And I don't know if it's like an ingredient. Some friends have said maybe it's high fructose corn syrup, but maybe I would think other countries might use that too, so I don't know if that's it. But there's something with like states in the US and their sweets that I don't like as much. Not all sweets in the US, of course, but only when I travel, I have better experience the sweets I eat for some reason. Unfortunate because I can't travel all the time. I would like to enjoy my sweets all the time. I'm gonna say it's the amount of sugar, that could very well be it too. I have read that the US uses a lot of sugar, so that might be it. But like, there were a lot of things I used to think I didn't like until I ate them elsewhere. And I was like, oh, this is actually pretty good. I used to not like, think I didn't like syrup. And I went to Canada, which is not that far from the States to be fair. But then I had like actual maple syrup, I guess. It was pretty good. I was like, I do like syrup, I guess. I mean, it was still sweet. Like, it's not like it wasn't sweet, but I thought it was, like, I liked it, so. Yeah, I don't know what it is exactly. I say I'm not a picky eater, and then I have all these thoughts about food. not a picky eater in the sense that I will try things even if I have historically not liked them. But there are a few things I actually like. Canadians got you infected. Yes, I got infected with the syrup parasite. That's why it tasted good in Canada. That was a secret. I remember now. But I really don't know. I wish I knew why. Because I don't like pancakes and waffles like on their own. I don't think they taste that like great or anything. I need a sweet to go with it. But normal syrup is not it. I'll move to Canada. How they get me to move to Canada? Not the free healthcare, it's the syrup. Why did you move to Canada from the US? Ah, it must be because you want free healthcare. Free health insurance. And I'll be like, no. It's because I wanted the syrup. And then they'll be like, what? I don't know, it's been a while since I've been to Canada, so I don't know if my getting older has affected my taste in syrup as well. I wouldn't be surprised if it has. Why am I spending so much effort on rendering a strawberry? Strawberry. These strawberry seeds are a little more organized. Too willing to wait. Not disorganized either, come on. Undo button. Do I draw people? I get so distracted when drawing non-people. How do I feel about ketchup? I actually don't like ketchup. Tomato sauce is fine. Tomato is generally fine. Pizzas are fine. I just don't like ketchup. Too sweet for me? Oh yeah, maybe it is sweet. Or maybe it is sugar and like sweet and that sort of thing. I don't like then. Interesting. Learning more about my taste palette every day. It definitely like confuses people when you say like, oh, I like tomato. I don't mind tomato sauce, but I really don't like ketchup. And people are like, you're both tomatoes, and you're like, wait. I mean, I guess technically you're not wrong, but yeah, that reminds me another like condiment that I'm particular about is like mustard. I don't like honey mustard. And honey mustard is the reason I thought I just didn't like mustard straight up. Like Dijon mustard? I mean, I don't know the mustard types that well, but type of mustard I have that says Dijon on it. And I like it. I use it a lot. But once in a rush, I accidentally got honey mustard. I learned that that was the type of mustard I did not like. So I was like, damn, I thought I didn't like mustard, but Dijon's pretty good. And I got honey mustard. I'm like, oh, it was a mustard I didn't like. But like, a lot of people I know like honey mustard. My dad likes it. I'm like, how could you? But he's fine with Dijon as well, so that's the compromise. Oh, it's a blueberry? Oh, that was a dumb question. It's obviously a blueberry, but the shade of color in my reference picture, I can't tell if it's blue or like more of a black or purple. Purple in the stripes. Yep, that looks better. Definitely more purpley black. You spend too much effort rendering the non-important part of the picture. Just thinking about how my mom always says I have like old people taste, but at the same time, I used to really like desserts. Still like desserts, but I feel like I'm pickier now. I feel like desserts are like a kid's food sort of thing. Dichotomy of man. Old people taste, but I like desserts. I like the idea of desserts. Like walking around, go you filthy honey mustard peasants. Take off my presents, indeed. That's how I feel. But I think honey mustard's like, I think the default mustard or something. Like when you with like a hot dog stand or something. But yeah, I probably got my first taste. They mustard somewhere there. That's why I thought I didn't like mustard. Mustard, the spicy kind. I don't know the mustards too well, but Dijon is a little bit more the spicier side, more vinegary. Really good. Blend away of the spices. I should have color picked and filled both of you. Now I feel like it's too late. Nothing that a good old blend mode can't fix. I feel like I rely on the blend too much sometimes. Because it doesn't always work. It's more times than not. You somehow solve this darker shadow. Clean this up. Maybe I should just leave this as is. Oh, Kurama. How are you doing? I am spending too much time drawing a piece of cake. What's new? I don't like how foot controls look real a little wonky. I have to tell from a certain I can't my pen be going a certain way before I tilt, otherwise it tilts the register the same way, or the right degree. You mess with tilt controls more. I've been trying to smooth my process by finding the ultimate brush that I can use everywhere. Brush is close, but not perfect. Yet to find that magical brush in my art program. Yeah, I've been searching for it forever. I know the brush does not make the artist, but it's about, you know, making life easier. Or should a dry brush? Oh, for shading, a dry brush. I think I've seen people mention a dry brush. Yeah, like some of Cynic's drier brushes. You know, this one. But the one I'm currently using is like a modification of an existing Procreate brush. Just change the textures. I didn't like the super choppy texture of it, or lines, and I want brush to be used everywhere. That includes for lines. There probably is no perfect brush, because digital can only mimic reality so well. I feel like I change a brush, like a favorite brush that I use for like everything for like 1 month, and then I'm like, I need a better brush, and then I repeat the cycle. I'll use my hand to smudge the paint when doing digital. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. It's just something that digital is just not quite the same as traditional. Some sort of like tactile feedback or something somewhere that's just always not quite right. Also, like, the more I draw digitally, the more used to I get. Then I will forget all the struggle. Everything will be easy, perfect. OMG, I just realized Oh, am I able to get the capital D colon showing up on my chat? Is it an actual global Twitch emote? I will look at that later. Sorry, I'm distracted I'm like, wait, isn't capital D colon not a default Twitch emote? Anyways, distractions. Focus. I'm gonna draw this cake that's not a cheesecake, but I'm slowly making it into a cheesecake. Because, like, I guess I like cheesecakes more. Which is true, I do like cheesecakes more than normal cakes. Okay, good, yeah. It is good. It's been a long time since I've had cheesecake though. I really haven't eaten many sweets since I've grown up. I'm old. But my mom used to always buy cheesecake for like my birthdays and stuff. That was like one of my few cakes I actually like. Funny how diverse cheese is. There's like, I guess, cream cheese, and there's other cheese and stinky cheese. Soft cheese, blue cheese. And you have cheesecake. I'll spoil yourself every once in a while, indeed. Maybe sometime. Usually pretty stingy when it comes to myself, but you're right. Every now and then, it's fine and good. For a moment, I forgot what my birthday was. I was like, I should get one for my birthday coming up. I'm like, wait, is my birthday coming up? I don't think it's coming up. Time is a myth. I don't like when you continue a conversation and you say like you too, even though it doesn't make any sense to the person you're talking to. I feel right now. I was thinking, oh, my birthday's coming up. Somehow birthday, and then the next thought that naturally follows is my birthday is coming up, even if it's not factually true. How lies get spread on the internet. Just say something that sounds right. Easy. I've forgotten my birthday, but I've forgotten my age. Yeah, that as well. Like, I remember my birthday, but like, my whole family has very similar birthdays somehow. I don't know how, without saying their exact birthdays. I feel like the numbers are all similar. I always mix up everyone's birthdays. I feel like one day I'm gonna fully forget my birthday and just be like, oh, well, nice knowing my age, being able to celebrate my age. So, I do now have my actual birthday on like Facebook, I think. I used to not, because imagine putting actual information about yourself on the internet. Am I right? I think I changed my actual birthday though because I debated some friends once. They were like, "Oh yeah, happy birthday!" I was like, "It's not my birthday," and they're like, "Oh, but Facebook says it is." I'm like, "Facebook is not truth because I didn't tell it the truth." And then they were like, "How dare you lie to us?" I'm like, "You don't have to wish me happy birthday." But yeah, so I think Facebook might have my birthday, but I literally have not logged on in a long time. That is the imagine that's the only way I can remember my birthday. It's like I try to log into like one of those official sites to identify myself with my birthday, and I'm like, oh no, gotta dig up that Facebook login. I don't even know if it's in my password manager. It's been so long. Facebook criminal, I know. I lie on the internet. I'm sorry, guys. I don't actually have blue and black hair and big round glasses. Sorry. Deeply apologize. No, but I actually feel like I am a social media criminal in the sense that I don't follow all the rules. I didn't know there were rules, but there are rules. Like all social interactions, things that stem off of said interactions. You know, this line is too straight. Did we make a lot of my online accounts because of the age thing? Like they wouldn't let you like change it? Yeah, that's happened to me before. I don't think it was Facebook. I've lost accounts because like they added like age verification or something. I'd have like a fake nope. Oh yeah. I definitely get that. No, I've lost accounts where when I made the account, age they didn't care about like your age, so it was whatever. But then some time later they were like, we need to prove that you are actually of a certain age or whatever. And then of course, you know, I lied on my birthday because, you know, I'm not telling some random site what my birthday is just because. And they were like, sorry, this is not you. And I'm like, it is me, I just lied on my birthday. What brush I do? A squiggle brush? Like the one with the shape of a squiggle. When I say shape, I mean this thing. I've never like fully gotten used to those like fancy shape brushes. Like I know I've seen like hair brushes and things like so hair brush is such a funny one because you can brush your hair. But I've seen those brushes for like hairstyles. They make swoops. Oh yeah, yeah. I think I've seen something like that. Like I feel like I've seen like a curly hairbrush at one point in my life. I don't know if I've saved it. Like for some reason I've never really gotten used to those fancier brush marks. Oh, I saw an Among Us brush. I think one of those big like art YouTubers made video using it. Might have been on TikTok, who knows? I was like, wow. Human species has peaked. Art can go no higher than this. Unironically, it looked like a pretty good brush. I think it was. I don't remember if it was an Ibis Paint or in Clip Studio, but it was a software I don't use. So I was like, I do not have it. But I thought about it. I was like, is this what gets me into Clip Studio? An Among Us brush? I have thought about. I do have like a pen tablet from my Osu days. I told my parents I got it to learn how to art and take notes and things like that. But no, I got it for Osu. What would you use it for? Just a normal brush. Like it actually seemed to function pretty well as a normal brush. Like very similar to the brush I'm using, just that it wasn't a flat brush, it was roommate. um I don't know if I can find the video. I watched so many videos. Okay, I should probably just get YouTube Premium. I watched so many videos, I probably give them more money through ads if I buy Premium. This is like that line dot game? Yeah, it's a rhythm game that has lines and dots indeed. I played it way too often. Would recommend if you want a free game that is really fun and if you like music. Specifically, Weeb, J-Rock, maybe some K-pop. They don't have as much. I don't think their K-pop apps are as good, but 10 out of 10. I've sunk a lot of hours in that game. I'm not that good, but you know, about having fun. No rhythm, I feel super hard at those games. I'm also pretty bad rhythmically. I could not be a drummer. But I am also slow. I have like really slow reflexes and stuff like that. I would be bad at shooter games. But still fun. I think what I enjoy most in the game is getting better. In that game, you could definitely see like your progress, because the more you play the map, you would get more used to it and you get higher scores and you're like, wow, I'm getting better. But really, you just memorize the map. You're not actually getting better. But you can delude yourself into getting that you're getting better, which is nice feeling still. Games have all audio and I've been good at. And it has an audio, so if I am not familiar with either of those games, interesting. I want to look it up now. I see. Okay, I am also bad at bullet hells. I am not a gamer. Audio stuff from a glance? Looks like Tap Tap Revenge. Oh, Sumania. Speaking of rhythm games, oh, I wish I could play like VR games. Because Beat Saber looks fun. Dodging game with a song also controls the difficulty. I see. So you like dodging. I see. Interesting. Looks fun. Kind of like Geometry Dash. So my knowledge of games is like very mobile game or like super mainstream game. So I know. So I was like Geometry Dash is like the one obstacle music game I know. Can't wait for music rhythm games to become the meta again. Well, I guess Pusso has always been a thing. I feel like I was in the middle of another thought. I forgot it, but that's okay. Whatever. Must have been unimportant. Just like most of my thoughts. Definitely don't like this tilt. Like some angles, if I tilt, I don't know if you see the. It feels so finicky. I'm not a big fan of that. I'm using the tilt to control the width brush. Usually the best kind of conversation. I probably forgot what I was saying, so I'm like, what is the best kind of conversation? I don't know what I'm saying. There's no direction. Oh, no purpose. Unimportant conversation, yes. Unimportant conversation. I agree. Why do things have to be important? They don't. Might as well just live life relaxed. I think these squiggly lines for texture. Texture is somehow like really comfortable looking. I don't know English. Looks nice. I was traveling, I went to a lot of museums, right? I don't know why I said it right, like it's not like you would do. I went to a lot of museums. Because I like museums. Art museums specifically. And they always have like so many like tour guides that I overhear because I'm too cheap to buy my own tours. They're always like super eloquent. I mean, of course they've rehearsed and they know what to say and things like that, but they have so much to say about all the artworks, and I'm usually just like, think, dog, this looks pretty. It's always like it's also like useful in the terms of like studying the art piece. You're always like, oh yeah, they focus the light on this area and stuff like that. I'm like, dang, this is stuff I should be thinking about so I can like study from this. But no, I'm just looking at this like, oh, pretty. I don't know how people study art styles. I watched a lot of videos about it. I was like, yeah, just choose something you like and just, like study it beforehand. I mean, they don't say it like that, but they're like, yeah, just study it and like figure out what you like. I just like a lot of things, so. Not sure what I'm supposed to do there. Wow. It's been an hour and I've barely finished drawing a cake. Wow, so talented. Draw me. The gold color. something else I need to work on. I need to work on like contrast. I feel like a lot of pieces, my pieces are low contrast. You mean that's a pretty good cake? Thank you. I spent way too long. This is supposed to be like a quickly draw a cake and then I'll like duplicate it and try figuring out colors. But instead I spent all the time drawing the first cake. Yes, that'll look tasty. The strawberry especially I really want to eat right now. I love strawberries, but I don't like most strawberry derivative things like jam. I don't like strawberry jam. I like other jam. I don't like strawberry. But anyways, the strawberry looks tasty. Also, I need to fix this brush again. It gets to the big form too easily. Let me change the tilt settings. I don't think it's the tilt settings. I see a flash. I have to just hold my brush straight. Me properties? No, this one. 520. Why is this stop 20? That feels better. Been working on the clown painting for like the past couple of days. It's a little progress. Because it's a clown. I'm just kidding. But, I mean, I think it's fine to not make too much progress at once. Or for a while. All of my things take forever. I am incredibly slow. I'm a fan of the take a break and work on another project, if you have another one. Or just take a break, straight up. I'm actually in a weird state where I have no active projects and it feels kind of weird. And I think it's also kind of demotivating, which is why I started stream. So I at least draw something. It's been a while since I've drawn anything. The clown is haunted, indeed. There's like probably some study or attempted study out there about like what motivates us, makes us more productive, but I need that study. Way too many projects, power sketches and whips. See, that's normally how I am, but I do have a lot of sketches and works in progress that I could work on, but I just not feeling, so I'm not working on them. But you know, like normally I have a lot of pieces I'm still kind of interested in working on. The first time in a while, there's just nothing I want to work on. So a weird feeling. I'm definitely the kind that like just to like juggle things around and like alternate doing things. Having nothing I want to do is kind of somehow adding pressure in the sense like, oh, if I start this thing, this is the only thing I have to do, and so it has to be really good. We'll see. Art block. This is the dreaded art block. It's okay, even if you have art block, you can do study. Although honestly, sometimes I have art block on studies because I don't know what I want to study because I want to study everything. Like cake. Yeah, if you have a lot of projects, then you can definitely the luxury of alternating. You get stuck on one. One with tilt controls is I have to focus on my posture if I mess up with the big brush. It's not what I want. Maybe it's because I went outside too much recently. Exposed my brain to normal, natural thought processes. No longer brain rot, think up of crazy ideas. The problem is why I can't go outside, man. I told my mom that. She gets so mad. She'd be like, bro, no excuse for not going outside. I don't want to do all this plate thing. So complicated. Indeed, it's a colon O. Go outside, folks. Shows your creativity. Just kidding, it should be the opposite. Going outside and seeing the world. It helps creativity. Maybe I'm just tired. Sleepy. We're just gonna space this out so I don't have to draw that many. No one cares about the plate. The actual cake I ate was more cool toned background, more like plate thing. I drew a relatively warm tone, but you know what? It's okay. No one cares. Doesn't have to be, but yeah. Wait. The original cake. Might go to your city's art festival this year? That sounds fun. What is the art festival like? Is it just like a lot of people hang up their, or like display their art, sell their art? Is it like a convention? By the way, that sounds fun. My only non-online art things have been like art museums. They want to go to like a small exhibition sometime, but I'm really awkward about doing things on my own. And I feel like art exhibition is something I only able to do on my own. I don't think friends would be that interested in those. Art vendors, live music activities, food. Oh, I see, I see. So it actually is like just a straight up mix of art and festival. That's cool, that's cool. Food is an important part. You're right. That sounds like fun. I will be the able and say you should go. I'm definitely a fan of the if there's no reason not to, then go for it. The reasons like, oh, maybe I don't feel like it, don't count as reasons. You have to give concrete reasons. I don't know what to name my layers. This layer. Oh man. This looks kind of terrifying. And go puts like decent colors. So if I put blue on here, how would that look? Okay. Humans begin. Yes, indeed. I don't know if you're here when I was rambling, but I was thinking of trying to not mix colors. But I feel like that looks a lot better on traditional medium than digital. Wait, let me see if I can find image examples. On my trip, I was looking a lot. I was in the Netherlands for a bit, so a lot of Van Gogh. He does a lot of the mixing colors. Without like actually mixing them. Visually mixing rather than physically mixing. That's the one. You think you have your own art style? No. My art style is trying to represent whatever my reference is and hopefully making it look pretty. So yeah, no art style. I do definitely tend towards avoiding line art. I'm getting better at it. What does your art look like when you draw without a ref? Let me see. Put a blue splotch here, and I'm gonna confuse myself when I come back to it. I'm like, why this blue? Without a reference. See, that's your style, but I feel like I change as I learn things. I guess detailed face and everything else is pretty vague. Everything beyond this is like old. Old so bad. I normally just nowadays I normally just line facial features and everything else is fading. I don't know if that's a tone for a style, but that. I'm trying to incorporate more lines. MJ Blue. What did I use this map for? It looks so bad here. Ooh, highlights. Looks fascinating. Why does this look so poorly? Because it doesn't differentiate the lights enough. Would you eat it? I would eat all of these. Oh, this looks fun. I definitely like the pink blue combo. I'm using this for like color inspiration. I don't know if I'll actually use any of this. Same, yeah. It looks tasty, even if it's a funky color. Sounds like a more saturated, bluish. I wish I understood gradient maps a bit better. Like, I know how they look, like, at a high level, but, like, making my own, like, why are these the same? Sometimes they're different. This has blue for the dark. This means I know how many darks, why they look the same. Pink. Looks so pale. I think this is my favorite, the blue and pink. Like a video game cake. Oh no. This one's also fun in its own way, but it kinda there's like no color on the blueberry. Like forbidden blueberry. The void. 80s cake good, yeah. Indeed, 80s cake. Wonder why my color wheel. This is my color wheel. Pink and blue are adjacent. I wonder if like colors we like are learned, like color combinations are learned. Let me see. The core of this one is yellow and red. I'm just color fiddling. Blue and pink. Oh, color pickle? Good question. What makes colors pleasing to the eye? Yeah. Like, there are a lot of things about complementary colors, so like across from each other, which I do like see. Green would look nice. Look, I put green. Let's see if I put green here, it looks kind of funky. Probably because it clashes with the pink. But yeah, there are also like other things like complementary. I also think some combos only work in some like situations or create certain moods. Blue orange. Blue and orange is one of my favorite combos, but they're not like directly complementary, are they? They're like pretty complementary, I guess. And green for Christmas stuff anywhere else, they always seem to be too much. Yeah, definitely I agree. When you say too much, that also reminds me of like the red and yellow. Not red and yellow. It's red and yellow is fine. Red and pink combo. I feel like it's really divisive. Like some people think it's like tacky, but I definitely think some people can pull it off in like clothing. Like I'm testing out different pinks. I was trying to watch something about all the components of a color. There's the actual shade itself. There's like how light or dark it is, saturation, stuff like that. Honestly, I'm just like brain small. Beep boop. But I think in this case, the right one looks better than the left one. It's slightly shifted. Left one's a little more red. It's also darker and more saturated than the right one. About colors hard, yeah. I feel like colors are one of those things that I like, always am trying to learn, but I've never found a good way to learn them. So I've just never learned them. It's just experimenting. And a lot of times when I finish something, the main thing I'm not happy with is the colors I chose. I mean, along with the composition and a lot of other things, but one thing at a time. uh, I feel like, yeah, colors, there's like some sort of mysterious science, like how they match, but also some sort of science to what they mean and what mood they give. Like reds are more intense, but yeah, anyways. I guess. And like, piece of red and pink. Like, I guess since red is a vivid, saturated red, you either need to go across the wheel to go saturated, or if you stay near the red, you have to be desaturated to match. Let's see. Red's complements. Oh, this red is blue. That looks so. Saturated colors are definitely more kitty. Childish. Dude, this mixing. Digital color mixing be funky. Doesn't look like purple to me. Among Us. No. I mean, this is like an abstract Among Us. I see it though. I'm in the right layer right, yeah. My brain is tired. Yeah, I don't know how people do colors. I was looking at the old masters. always wondered how they chose colors. Like how you'd mix colors, because it's not digital, you have like an actual palette. Much harder to like try things out. People probably have to plan more. So I'm like looking at some of my, like I took pictures of artworks that would be good to study. I don't know if I can show them on the stream. I wish they had like a guide. You know, in the museum blurbs, they're usually pretty brief. Often, I take pictures of the blurbs too, but they don't really say often like why people chose colors. This one's a good example. Let me see if I can read it. Yeah, okay, there's like this Matisse self-portrait. Let me see if I can get a link. Matisse self-portrait. Striped shorts. This one. Reference. Oh, I haven't used this thing in a while. Admire that Wikipedia link. That's the piece I took a picture of once. I was walking around. I thought it looked interesting. There's so much effort to pick a color palette. My mic sounds are probably everywhere because I keep moving around, squinting at my screen. Yeah. The green. The background is a pretty vivid blue. The left side's more teal. Blue green. Maybe more blue. Face is a cooler toned face. Why I took a pic, it's very simple, but just locks you in for some reason. Yeah. Just so many like pieces like this. You look at it and you're like, I could do that. But if you actually tried to do it, you could not. Or at least I couldn't. I'm sure other people, but like I'm just like wondering like why he chose to have green as shadow. You know, I feel like green is not a common shadow color. Green and like you mentioned, green and red. This is like a variation of green and red, almost. I don't know. Like when I watch a lot of those like drawing a face videos, it's like, yeah, it's like cool toned, I guess cheeks. So I guess he's following that. Green is cool tone, but not completely. I don't know. The nose, this is in the outside of that shadow, so it doesn't have that green. I don't know. Just looking at this breaks my brain. I just yeah. And in the photo I took is not as vivid. Definitely more muted, but still a similar idea of like how colors, bro. Why'd you choose these colors? These like impressionists. I feel like my friends and family like the impressionists a lot, so that's the kinds of artworks I see a lot of, but because I didn't really study art until more recently, I never really looked at them that closely. Now that I do, I'm just like, yeah, my brain hurts. Like, how? How? Ooh, where? Why? Anyways, my cake. I've gotten really distracted. The cake is rotten. I was really originally just trying to find a color palette to try recoloring my cake with. I told you the cake is the lie. I always get so distracted. My studies. That's okay. That's part of the fun. Another abstract Among Us. The color scheme of the Matisse, kind of. Anyways, I've few semi-color schemes. I don't like this one. Goodbye, abstract Among Us. Like a croissant. Croissant. Color palettes. Is there any similarity between these color palettes? Not really. It's another green and blue is another case of adjacent colors that somehow look okay. I guess if in the Matisse, having that orange breaking it up makes it a little easier to handle. Orangey red. There's like a red stripe as well. I'm too small brain for this. Anyone who said art is easy is on some magical journey in your mind. I do not understand. Pink and blue give. The map is also called Neon. What palette? Color cosmos. No, agree. Let me be a fake French. This one gives for neon. You mentioned it gives 80s vibes. Definitely has that like retro look. Not sure why. This one, like, why did I come up with this? Where did these colors come from? I don't know. And this is from the Matisse. Not right, pop. Star. I'm gonna call the cake Matisse, and then forget why. Handling the Among Us. Yeah, I was. Oh, I used oranges for the lights. Blue for the background. Blue would probably be the plate. You know, who cares about AI art? I want an AI that can just like somehow interpret my brain into a gradient map and then apply the gradient map. I'm just too small brain for this. Shadows. It somehow looks funky. Funky. I'm cheating a bit for overfill. I'm lazy. I don't know how to change the strawberry to. This is what happens when you try to do something that you don't understand. As in the cakes and sweet from the Robin Williams Peter Pan movie Hook. I need to look this up. Cake. Oh wow, yeah, this cake is quite colorful. Almost looks like a forbidden pizza. The pepperoni, it's like inverted. Inverted pizza. I prefer to think of it as a fully strawberry cake. But it's interesting how the pink doesn't go with this. Another case of adjacent colors that don't fit. But these were adjacent. Oh, but it went the other way. Got orange instead? Lighter orange? Oh, wow, that looks tasty. I don't know what I did, but that looks good. I went from an orangey to a pink. Maybe it looks good because it looks better with the strawberry. A little more different. And it's more desaturated. It goes with the more saturated blue. We'll just go with that for now. What other color could the strawberry be? Let's see. This is like a split complementary, it looks like. You write that. Note. Split complementary? Yeah, so I accidentally added some color. Oh. The neon. That visible, but I don't even know if it shows up on stream, but I'll fix it real quick. There definitely is some level of matching that relies on saturation. This feels a little better. And I have super green. But it's too green. It looks a little too similar to the plate. Not that has helped me before, but it somehow looks worse here. Maybe because it's minty. Mint is bad, confirmed. Let me see if I remove this, if it looks better. No, it doesn't. Maybe they have to be blue. Blue looks funky too. Try purple. Purple seems better. But my brain, I just can't comprehend why. Do I just naturally favor more monochrome, maybe? Purple is blue plus red. Coast banana, not banana. Strawberry. Let me see if I can make this strawberry green. Let's see how good this will look. Fit in strawberry. Mildly coast as well. The color fill, I can't use like the highest setting because then it fills everything. Technology alters our perception of dreams? Probably. Yes, you say perception of dreams. Depends what you mean, but my reflexive interpretation, my thought immediately is about how I feel like I saw somewhere, I don't know if it's true or not, but when movies were originally in black and white, I think people dreamt more in black and white, for example. Even though, you know, reality is in color. I'm sure nowadays it's not common to dream in black and white because we don't watch as much black and white content. So, in that sense, yeah, it does affect our perception of dreams because our dreams literally just look different. And also more directly, it's just technology changes what can exist in this world, and dreams are usually somewhat based off of things we've seen. So, technology changes what's in our world, and thus changes what's in our dreams, and therefore changes our perception of dreams. I don't know. I'm thinking about this too hard. This is like a Christmas strawberry. No, I'm using brown. I guess brown isn't the worst color to use, but a little worst. I have no idea what I achieved in this study, but you know what, it's okay. I have a nice, pretty pink cake. That's all I need. Christmas strawberry like Santa or Grandpa. I'm not familiar with Grandpa's. I still like Grandpa's, but that. Oh goodness. Oh, I see. He's the devilish. I see. Are they neutral? Hmm. Well, as a frequent strawberry enjoyer, I'd like to think you're more like Santa. Or at worst, neutral. What do I have to say on this? I wanted a core tone one, and this is my core tone one. Neutral. They show up during December, kind of hang out. I see. Yeah, I like looked it up, and this is, at least in Central Europe, half goat, half demon that punishes misbehaving children. So literally literally, the opposite of Santa. Well, I guess Santa gives coal. So if you're misbehaving, you both get coal, and you get taken away by this half goat, half demon. So it's a lose massive L. So not be a misbehaving child. But since I'm not a child, it does not affect me. So I can misbehave. Checkmate. I learned something new today. Oh, there's a question. Is Krampus Santa's enemy? This sounds like a pop culture answer. I will ignore it. Okay. Capture bad children in a basket and bring them down to the underworld. Again, bad children. You know, there's nothing about bad adults. We're good. We're clean. Anyways, I can feel my brain giving out. I feel like I've not said anything that made sense in the past hour, but thank you for sticking around. I'm probably gonna head out. Used all my brain power trying to make a aesthetic Cake Part 2. It's not look anything like the Matisse, but you know what? It's fine. I'll take another look at it again. But it has been interesting. I'll watch yet another color video and pretend I understand color better. When in fact I do not. The conversation was fantastic, glad you thought so. I don't know what I said half this time, but I'll take your word for it. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you for sticking around and providing the other half of the conversation. Good night. Good night. Bye bye.